What is up, traders, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be analyzing SOFI stock on a deeper technical level. We'll be looking at key areas to buy, as well as resistance, and some price targets that we have on the stock. We'll also be looking at the most recent news and options flow to analyze what the current markets, such as the equity and options market, are pricing in on the stock. So whether you're a swing trader or a seasoned investor, you definitely don't want to miss out. First of all, let's begin with the charts. I am on an hourly chart here of SOFI, and as we can see, the stock is pretty bullish. We've been holding well above the 50 EMA, which is its yellow line, and although the stock is looking pretty overextended, I am still looking bullish, and I'm actually looking to buy the stock on some pullback levels, which are going to be the following. So first of all, I believe the stock is going to be finding some key area of support at this level of $23.50, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it's forming conflicts with the 50 EMA. I believe the stock is pretty overvalued right now at these prices, and we'll be seeing some further downward momentum and find some support at this level. As well, if we put the anchored VWAP here from this high, we see that it's forming confluence, or it's matching that exact level. As well, if you look at the RSI here on the bottom, it's looking pretty overextended, right? We've been seeing a nice upward trend, and we're well above 70. And this happened exactly the last time, right? We saw a nice upward move, and the RSI on this date, or around July 29th of this year, we reached a 70 RSI, which is where we got overextended, and that's where we found the pullback towards a key area of support here around this zone of $20.50. I believe this is exactly what's happening right now on SOFI, and we're seeing that the stock saw a nice upper momentum since it found this support at $21.30, and we are now seeing an overextension towards upside, so I believe that buyers are going to be found at this key level. Now, if the stock does pull back even deeper, I believe the stock is going to be finding some key support at the levels of $21.30 and the other level of $19.48 here on SOFI. Now, switching towards the daily chart on SOFI, I do believe the stock is currently undervalued. I see the price target towards the stock towards a level of $35. Now, you may be asking why. Well, if we use a current Fibonacci extension and project the extension moves from the downward move here towards this overall area of support, we found that nice upper momentum. We see that the overall stock gets overextended at the level of $35. As well, the fundamentals are way under, and I do believe the stock is heavily undervalued. And we also have to factor in with the recent rate cut here from Jerome Powell and that hint that we're getting, the market rally. We are expecting that revenues will increase as well as a profit. Thus, the stock price will follow. Now, something that's really cementing here our bullish case is looking simply at the options flow. What is the options market pricing in with the stock? As we currently see here, we have the call volume, which is a bullish bets, and the put volume, which is a bearish bet, or the short term, the downside. We see that the call volume here has been greater than the put volume, showing that there is more bullishness priced in on the stock. The next expiration date is going to be the 29th of October of this month, and we're seeing that the call volume is more than double than the put volume. Now, simply looking here, we see that same trend where the call volume is higher than the put volume for the following dates: September 5th, September 12th, September 19th, September 26th, and so forth and so forth. Now, this immediately shows that there's a lot of upside here being priced on the stock. Investors are betting heavily on the upside of the stock, as we can see this around the date of January 16th of 2026, where the call volume is 36,000 compared to the put volume of 8,635. We also see implied volatility above 50%, which is well above the average, showing that there is more factoring in, and investors are really looking at this name here. So as you can see, the options market is pricing even more further upside on SOFI stock. Now, on the most recent news, we have veteran trader, which is weighing in on Rocket Lab and SOFI. The Wall Street veteran has dedicated his warrior enthusiasm toward the aerospace manufacturer and launch service provider, Rocket Lab, and fintech SOFI Technologies, which he said were still among his heaviest weighted exposures. He stated, "I also added to both of those names on Wednesday when the entire world was on fire." Now, he's been a veteran trader, right? And he's been citing positive patterns for Rocket Lab and SoFi. He said he's been timing key areas to buy, such as a 50 EMA, and filtering out the short-term volatility. Now, the main news here on SoFi is that they're expected to unveil international money transfer service. Now, Guilfoyle reiterated that his $29 price target for SoFi is imminent, saying that the chart is not so bad and that the levels are clear. The stock created a double top pattern of bearish reversal from July into August with a downside pivot of 2050, he said. More realistically, the 50-day SMA is probably the line where the sell-off either accelerates or the cavalry shows up in the form of institutional investment. SoFi recently said that it would unveil an international money transfer service later this year. The company partnered with closely held software provider Lightspark to launch a blockchain-powered remittance service. As well, Citi raised the price target on SoFi to $28 from $18 and maintained a buy rating on the shares. The investment firm said the company's momentum should continue with its crypto offerings, helping margins as credit trends are stable. And there you have it. SoFi has been on an intense run, and we still believe the stock is heavily undervalued. With a price target towards $35, the stock is unlimited upside. So, whether you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, give it a like. Also, let me know down in the comment section what your price targets and overall thoughts are on SoFi. Apart from that, stay uplifted and don't let the markets whip you guys out. I'll see you guys on the next one.